Okay, now today we'll look a little further on how to be conservative and how to remove most of the gamble of horse racing, be conservative in your betting, and still win, which is a very good formula. And the idea of it is to focus in on those races where you are more likely to win, and you can actually take control of that situation by taking into account all of the physical information that your competition, which are form handicappers, really doesn't pay much attention to at all. And I often refer to it as the other half of the information that they are not taking into consideration at all for the most part. So that door is wide open for you, and it remains wide open. So I always suggest that you put it to good use, and the way you can do that while being conservative is we can take a look at this card from Monday, the 11th of October, 2021 at Santa Anita, and this is the at-home horseplayer.com AbilityX ratings, which you will very soon be able to make for yourself in the comfort of your own home as much as you want to, and use them to learn all that you want to know about betting on horse racing and winning at horse racing. And this is a little more on how you can go about that. Let's take this first race of the day. 5 furlongs on the turf, and here we have the par, run rating, and early speed for that distance in general. And you can expand on that by making it to account for the class level also. If you're following a track, you can set this par according to class level. And it will vary a little bit according to class level, as you will find, and it will be even a stronger indicator for you than it already is. Now in this first race we have a simple pick in red, number 3, and that's a fine rating and early speed for this distance. And also number 2. Number 3 is a 12-to-1 long shot for this contest. Number 2 is the 2-to-1 morning line favorite. And this is the rating for number 2 right here, and the early speed, which is par. But we also have 5, count 'em, 5 first-time starters or foreign horses. And the only information we have for them is this run rating over here. And up here, you're told their ratings are notable at 200 plus. Well, we do have one of those 5 that is 308. 308, and that is well over 200. And we might want to take a look at number 1, because that is a very high rating compared to these other first-time starters. And 5 furlongs, whether it be on the grass or the dirt, is not a very long race. And you will find that first-time starters win these sort of distances first time out of the box, like we have with number 1. But another great indicator And this is a great indicator all of the time. All of the time, been a great indicator for decades and remains such. Is if we take a look and focus on number one in the post-parade, coming out of the tunnel, getting into post-parade, and the pre-race warm-ups, we may find that number one just looks like it would be a tremendous opportunity for betting today. While we're doing that and seeing that number one is in excellent shape, number one is warming up like it's the Kentucky Derby, and that shows stable intention that the stable is going to try to win this race. Always comes in handy when they're doing that. And if we can see that in the warm-ups and add that into what we have already, then take a quick look at the odds board and we might notice the number one is also being bet down to 3-1, 50% of its morning line. Its morning line is 6-1. And there's number one on the board at 3-1. So this is the basic operation for being conservative and only betting on a horse if it basically demands that you bet on it. Otherwise, you don't want to bet on it. It's crazy just to bet on horses for no good reason, or oh, he won the last race, well, big deal. Oh, he's got a top trainer. Well, so what? Excellent trainers have like a 25% win rate, 20%, 25%. And if they get up to 30, the horse racing industry wants to throw them out of the horse racing industry, 30%. So that's not even a third. But basically, a really good trainer has a win rating around 20 to 25%. Okay, that's like 1 in 5, 1 in 4. So, we don't really want to bet on horses just for frivolous reasons, because we'll lose our money. That's what's most likely. And that's what the racetrack is trying to do, get you to bet. Okay? So the racetrack's going to flash all kinds of things at you. Bet this horse, bet that horse, bet. And you want to resist that, because you're trying to win money, not lose it. So all of those things added together might point you towards number one, saying, hey, bet me, okay? I mean, here I am doing everything that you want to see done, so maybe you should bet me, and maybe you should. Because if you do, I mean, if you could scratch up $200 to bet on this horse, you get back $800. Take your $200 bet out of that, and you're $600 ahead. And you can do that with a 20 too, also. 20 will get you back 80. Take out your 20, and you're 60 ahead. And that's the way that you be conservative to win. Don't bet on horses for frivolous reasons. And especially that ridiculous reason like, well, he's won 3 races already. He's won the last 3 in a row. Well, check that out, because you'll find that for 10 horses that have won 3 in a row, maybe one of them wins the 4th, and the other 9 don't. That's probably more too accurate, and the reality that you'll be seeing in a couple of minutes. I would much rather see an $80 return on a $20 bet in a couple of minutes. That's what I'd like to see. And of course, seeing 800 back on a $200 bet is even more satisfying. But let's take a look at the second race, where you might kind of latch in on this simple pick number 4, the one in red, which is also the lowest Ability X rating of the bunch. And the low Ability X rating is significant. And it wins frequently. So maybe we would like to check that out. And in doing so, we see that number 4 is a 2-to-1 morning line favorite. And number 2 is a 2-to-1 morning line favorite. And they're only 1 point away in their Ability X rating. Only 1 point. So is there something significant there at work? Well, yes, there is. But you don't have to, and perhaps maybe you shouldn't run for the window yet. Even if you're at home, you don't want to really start punching around on the laptop or the desktop computer or your phone right away. You might want to take a look and check out number 4 and number 2, and even number 5. In the post-parade and the pre-race warm-ups, and see how they are physically. What's their attitude like? Are they warming up as if they are trying to win the race? Well, maybe so. And maybe number 4 is the only one that really does that impressively, while it is being bet down to, let's see, this would be 6-to-5. Not quite 50%, but it is a pretty good bet down in the face of 2 other horses that are listed at 2-to-1 morning line, number 2 and number 5. Number 4 is being bet down to 6-to-5. So, if everything checks out, and everything checks out, and it's green light, green light, green light, okay, 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 you might want to dip into some of these winnings in the first race, and perhaps if you were to bet 200 on number 4, you would get back 240. That's over a 100% return there on a short-priced horse. And you might notice that number 2 is second. Those 2 horses 1 point away, and both of them being the lowest rating, win the race in the exacta they are, 4-2. So there you go. Same thing, just different race, different distance, different horses. Hey, but we're still doing the same deal. We're being conservative. We're checking out everything, going over every piece of information that is available to us, and the post-parade and pre-race warm-ups are available to everyone easily, even if you're doing this from home, the comfort of your own home. That's all available to you. And same thing here for the 4th race, where we have a similar situation. 8 furlongs in the dirt. Number 4 is the simple pick, the lowest Ability X rating in the bunch. And we've even learned that that is significant over here in the second race. And we might decide, again, what is this? Is this 3? Maybe like 9-to-5. No, wait a minute. It's less than even money. So, let's see. 340. That would be 3. That would be about 3-to-5, I believe. Yeah. Thereabouts. That's probably what it would show up on the tote board, is 3-to-5 from a 2-to-1 morning line. So that's taking some action. And again, if everything checks out, and you were to decide to, based on that information, bet a $200 bill on number 4 to win, well, that brings back 140. Not quite 100% return, but it will do. I mean, I don't mind. Perhaps you do, and if you do, hey, go get a hot dog. It's there for you, especially since you're right there at home. You know, slap together a ham sandwich and come back in a few minutes. And pass all the other races until maybe you get up to the 9th here, which may attract your attention again to look with a good focus at this simple pick, number 4, right here. You might decide to focus in on that because it is a good rating for the distance at 78. Kind of high on the early speed at 96. But should the horse look fantastic in the post parade and be warming up in most excellent manner, you might notice that the horse is bet down to 2.5 to 1, which is 50% of 5 to 1. The morning line is 5 to 1 over here, and you may decide, hey, I think I can overlook that early speed problem, potential problem, because maybe the trainer has got a good plan for that. And if this is what the horse's ability is at this kind of early speed, well, he should just be able to walk away with this race. So you might decide conservatively to bet yet again. Or this might only be your second bet for the day right here. You might decide to bet $200 and you get, what would you get back? $520 on that. And if you did it with a $20 bill, you would bet a $20 bill and get back $72, which would be $52 difference. Not bad. Not bad. And that's what you're involved in this situation for winning. So my suggestion is take all of the good information that you can get and correlate it one to the other, and think about it. And focus on it. Run it through your mind, and based on those things, you decide to bet or not bet. Don't forget, you can always not bet. And it can be said that the easiest way to win a bet, for sure, is not make one. How much effort does that take? It may take gamblers a bit of effort to bring themselves under control enough to do that. But if you were to take time to develop that kind of conservatism, you can do it, and it's not that hard. It has taken me years and years, but I can actually take on an attitude where I don't want to bet a horse at all. Just don't want to do it. I would rather not. Sorry, but the circumstances and the information that I see in front of me can influence that. Okay? I might latch in on this number 8 horse here in this 10th race and see that it is being bet down to like 5 to 1, 50% of its morning line, and I'll get tremendously curious to check this horse out as much as possible. Up to 1 minute to post time, up to half of them being in the gate if need be. And if the horse just demands that I bet it, I probably will. Okay? Because I won't be disappointed if I lose, because I considered everything. And I considered it 4 different ways before I made the bet, and I decided to make the bet on my own. I did it. Okay. But in this case, number 8 wins, pays $12.60. $200 bill there brings you back $1,260 minus your $200. You've got over $1,000. If you had made just one other move today that was successful, you would be close to $2,000 for profit for the day from the comfort of your own home, I might add. And that is a great thing to hold in your hand and be able to use anytime you want to, from anywhere, at any time. Okay? That's a tremendous thing. And wanted to just stop by the website, and this is the URL here for this particular web page, and this is the web page that features the latest edition of Winning a Living, that includes how to make AbilityX ratings for yourself in the comfort of your own home. And there it is. And what we're practicing here, and what we're talking about practicing, is bet on the ability or don't bet. Okay? It'll get you quite a ways. It'll do you very, very good. And of course, I want to mention that Winning a Living, the special edition that includes how to make AbilityX ratings for yourself, is available right now, and it'll be available probably till the end of the year, when it ceases daily publication on the daily past performance sheet. And the ability to make them, this ebook, is included for $240, which is the same price as a yearly subscription for one track. Although, once you have it and you're making ratings yourself, you can do 6 tracks a day if you like. So, just want to mention that and point it out. It's available here anytime, whenever you're ready. And I would suggest that if you have any interest in winning at horse racing at all, you'll want to check this out and add to it the conservative strategies that AbilityX Ratings likes to feature, because the combination is just devastating to the horse track that hopes that you lose today. Okay, it's just devastating to them, and I thank you very much for stopping by, and hope to see you again soon. Thank you very much.